In this video, we're going to take a look at simple filtering in Excel 2016. And filtering is kind of like what you do in Google or a search engine when you're looking for stuff on the internet. You type in some keywords and it comes back and it just shows you the pages that have those keywords, and it hides all of the other ones. It doesn't hide them, but it doesn't bring them up as hits, so you can't see any links to them. We're doing the same thing here. With filtering, what you do is you specify, with text filtering, which is what we're going to be looking at in this video, you specify a text value in a column and it will come back and it'll show you all of those rows that have that particular value. So to do filtering, this is called auto filter, by the way. There's another called advanced filter, which we'll look at in a different video. To do filtering, go to the data tab and go to the sort and filter group and turn on the filter button. Just click on this little funnel here labeled filter, and the only thing that really happens is you get these little drop down arrows at the top of each column, and it's a toggle. If you click it again, they go away. Also, if you start out someplace outside of your data and click on filter, you get this error message because there's no data here to filter. So the easiest thing to do is don't select data. Don't select just some of it, or try selecting columns or something like that. Just click in the data. That's all you have to do. And then click on filter, and it will go as far down as it can until it runs out of data. It will go as far left and right and up, and basically it goes until it finds blank cells in all four directions, or if you're in the top left corner, until it runs to the end of the spreadsheet. And then it assumes that this first row up here is column headings, and that's where it puts the little drop down arrow. So let's do a real simple one first. Let's go up here and say that I want just the accounting majors. Right now everything is selected, and if I turn off select all, it clears everything. And then let's click on accounting and let's click on OK, and what I'm left with is the accounting majors. And Excel does a couple of things to let you know that a filter is turned on when this happens. The first thing it does is it changes the little down arrow into a little even smaller down arrow with a funnel next to it to indicate that you are filtering based on the major column. It also goes over here to the left and it shows you the numbers of the cells in blue, or the rows in blue. And normally they probably will not be all together like this in a row. So you kind of have what looks kind of like random numbers here rather than a sequence. And there's a little gap here that shows the missing records. And we skip from 7 to 45. So the fact that there's some numbers missing over here tells you that the filter's on, but probably the easiest thing to see is just look at the numbers over here, and if they're blue, then a filter's on, and it tells you that you're not looking at all of the data, you're looking at some of the data, and if you want to see all the data, you're going to have to turn the filter off. Another little handy thing about auto filters is down here in the bottom left-hand corner. I can't hold the mouse there too long. I guess you can see that now. It tells you how many records there were total, and it tells you how many it selected. So it selected 6 out of 43. And so, this is easy to count, but if you had a really big spreadsheet here and you're doing filtering and you want to know how many met certain criteria, you probably wouldn't want to count them. You would probably rather just look down here and see what the number is. Okay. If you want to clear a filter, there's two ways to do it. One is to go up here and just click on the clear button, and the funnel disappears. There's no count down here, and the blue numbers go away, and all of the numbers over here are visible on the left side. Let's go back and put that filter back on again. I'll show you the other way to clear it, and that is just go here and choose clear filter. So you can either go here or you can go up here. Either one will work. It's also possible when you're doing a filter here to select more than one column. At Briarcliff we have accounting, business, and HRM are all in the same department. And so if I want to select all of those, I can just click on OK. And because I already sorted this data based on major, they just happen to come out in order based on major. But you can always sort after you've applied a filter. So if I want to do some sorting here, right now it's A to Z, but if I do Z to A, it will turn them around and put the H's and then the B's and then the A's. So these funnels allow you not only to filter, but you can also do a little bit of sorting based on those columns too, and you can also do a clear. Okay, let's cancel out of there. And let's go up here and clear our filter. And let's try another one now. You can select multiple values from a column. You can also select multiple columns to filter at the same time as well. Let's go back up here and get our accounting and business and HRM filter turned on. Click on OK. And I see I've got some, I want to filter on this department, but I also want to pick out just one advisor who is in one of these three departments. I want Fran Jadakis. Let's click on the down arrow here, and we'll turn off Select All and turn on Fran Jadakis and click on OK. And we see that he advises 2 HRM majors. He also advises some business majors. And we only see the ones whose major is accounting or HRM or business, and for whom Fran Jadakis is the advisor. So both of those have to be true. It's as though the word and, we're connecting the filters. Okay, let's go ahead and clear all of our filters. And there's one other thing that you can do with filters. I don't know how often or how useful this is, but you can go here and there's some text filters here, and you can do equals or not equals, and that's kind of what we've done equals. You can do begins with and ends with, or contains and does not contain. Let's try begins with, and you can put any number of characters here. I'm just going to put one letter. I know we had some presidents whose last name began with the letter J. And let's click on OK, and we get the 4 that begin with the letter J. Let's go clear the filter. Let's go to last name again and go to text filters, and let's do ends with. And there's also quite a few that end with ON, and click on OK here. And if I look at all of these, every one of those ends in ON. Let's go ahead and clear the filter. And one more example we're going to do is we're going to do a text filter, and we're going to do contains, and we're going to put ON, and click on OK or hit enter. And now we get 2 more. Let me see. We have Monroe. Looks like there's only one more. But Monroe does not have ON on the end like all of these others do. And so we get an extra hit. So contains can be anywhere. This is not a case-sensitive search, so it doesn't matter if you type in uppercase or lowercase letters. It will still apply the filter for you correctly. And those are pretty much all the things you can do with an auto filter filtering text in Excel. And we're going to take a look at, in the next video, we're going to take a look at auto filters using numbers in Excel 2016.